a chilly day in New York City, but I just walked out of 2 days of listening to corporate social responsibility leaders, foundation leaders, people who are in charge of massive budgets, the likes of American Express and Aflac and New York Life, just massive organizations who have really strong and legacy-driven foundations to help people in our world. The conference I'm at was called the Corporate Philanthropy Conference, brought to you by the conference board. And the thing that really struck me at this conference was that I was the only person from the quote-unquote agency world, even though we don't like to talk about school as an agency, but I was the only person from the, let's call it the creative marketing advertising world that was at this conference. Now, this is a conference that brought together 50, 60, 70 of the top CSR leaders in Fortune 100, Fortune 50 companies. And not one agency person was in the audience. And that is telling. It's telling in a particular sense. And I'll couch it in the context of where corporate social responsibility is right now and where it's going. There's a saying that I've often heard and I often use, right? And that's it. Corporate social responsibility has all the meaning, but no budget. Brands have all the budget, but no meaning. And that's something that school tries to do is create that bridge between corporate social responsibility and actual brand building and marketing. Purpose is profit and profit is purpose. So why not have corporate social responsibility be a mainstay in what marketers are using in their arsenal and what agencies that these marketers are using are aware of and understand the pain points of. We get briefs all the time from the brand side as agency people, as creative directors and strategists saying, what are the brand pain points? And how do we understand what marketers or CMOs are going through? We rarely, if ever, get a brief that says, what are the corporate social responsibility pain points? And how can marketing and advertising and creativity unlock those pain points, solve them, and really create awesome campaigns? That doesn't exist. And by the very nature of the fact that there's no agency people at this awesome conference, tells me that there's white space, there's opportunity, there's an amazing way of elevating the advertising game by just listening to the people who are running multi-million-dollar corporate social responsibility efforts. Now, the slight difference, or the slight nuance, is that throughout the entire day, today and yesterday, I've learned that corporate social responsibility typically in these large organizations rests with corporate affairs or corporate communications. Now think about it, their measurement of success is messaging, right? So the best thing that CSR can hope for, other than the fucking awesome, great things that they do, is that they get some earned media, they get a press release out of it, they get some coverage on the news, right? It's still ensconced in messaging. Very old school ways of thinking about it. Right? Now, I'm going to paraphrase Keith Weed at Unilever and says, people don't want to be marketed to, right? People don't want marketing, they want matter. They want brands to matter for them. And so CSR is still kind of stuck in this place where it's corp comms or corporate affairs, where it's a press release here and a news mention there, all marketing and messaging rather than mattering. And so this idea of creating action around CSR is really, really potent. And that's why agencies and that's why creative people need to get behind CSR, because it's not just about messaging CSR, it's actually creating experiences. It's creating brand action in culture that's going to drive more participation, more sharing. Thing that I also found very interesting